Radiant team ban. Ten seconds remaining. Dire team ban. Radiant team ban. 10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time. Radiant team pick.
Puck!
Dire team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
Needs assassin.
Dire team pick.
Drow Ranger.
Radiant team pick.
Treant Protector.
Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team ban. Dire team ban.
Dire team ban.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time. Radiant team ban. Dire team pick. 10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Queen of Pain.
Radiant team pick.
Disruptor.
Dire team pick.
Witch Doctor.
Radiant team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
Slaughter.
Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time. Radiant team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
Phantom Assassin.
Dire team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
but Sand King was banned out, and Slardar has kind of fallen off in favor of Sand King, but he still has a very strong place in the game. Just the fact that like you don't have to go boots first because he has sprint. You just need to hit that early level 2, and you can bully even a Drow Ranger because she doesn't want to have to take Gust early.
Yeah, I don't really like this Enigma final pick. Normally, the strength of Enigma, especially in an offlane position, which I assume this is going to be offlane, it's the fact that eventually there is going to be a time where you could just like black hole without any fear, but that never will be the case because Overgrowth will go through BKB. If you get Lincolns to protect your well, Lincolns won't protect you from Overgrowth either, so
yeah,
it ain't gonna be good. Also, the advantage of having Enigma in the offlane is you get to like deny creeps, pull it back. PA is one of those cores that if he sees you under the tower, she has no care in the world to dive you by, daggering you, slowing you down.
Especially when you don't have any magic damage. With Enigma, it does not really.
Right. So I think Enigma is gonna need a little bit help. Why is my mouse not locked into Dota 2? Can we fix that? Will that fix it? How can I cast Dota if my mouse is not locked into Dota 2?
I don't know. Everyone expects pretty poor camera, so this is just gonna be par for the course.
Alright. Exclusively full screen.
Ruins everything. Oh.
I don't want to break stuff.
Borderless window. Are you not a mouse 3 kind of guy?
How do I cast?
Use mouse 3.
What's mouse 3?
Hold
This?
down? Yeah.
Yeah, I do that, but sometimes when I'm scrolling left.
I don't know what to tell you, man. You're just gonna have to adapt on the fly.
Alright, that's what I do best.
Anyway, yeah, so this offlane Enigma, he went boots first, which means that he's definitely not planning on going back into the jungle at any point, so he's pretty confident that this offlane is gonna go well, which I'm, like you, am skeptical about.
Well, he's going to places, let me tell you that.
Yeah, he's taking a world tour.
Yeah. Which might make the enemy team think that he's laid down a couple wards. What a clever trap.
This is a ballsy trap, but...
By the way, this is the ward that you want if you're laning against Enigma, because he will inevitably deny creeps. He will be under his tower, and this gives you full vision to do any wraparound without, support backup and stuff like that. So
yeah, and Enigma is very susceptible to those kinds of rotations, especially with the heroes that Singularity have. These are all heroes that can pretty easily dive, aside from the Disruptor, and then if you slap some living armor on that, yes, in theory, it'll get burned off by Eidolon right clicks, but if they're not near Enigma, then he's just toast.
Cat's Core playing on the Enigma, or sorry, on the Treant Protector. I think he's gonna go for the standard build, the 3-1-1, so picking up the living armor at 4. We might not even see living armor for a good majority of this early game.
It depends on how aggressive Singularity want to play it, because it doesn't have to be just defensive usages of the living armor. If you have
the tower dial living armor.
Exactly, yeah. PA is just super eager for that.
I mean, I think the Eidolons would break it pretty fast. See.
Although in this game it may be for defensive purposes. I've seen DNZ play a handful of
games. Is DNZ trapped?
No, he slipped his way through. He's fine. He's dead.
I don't... Oh! Range creep!
Orb of Venom? Orb of Venom? Yo, that Nyx regen though.
Oh my god, Cat's Core, they popped the dust on him. Okay.
He's on the run.
Jab's gotta be careful.
Well, oh, no, he's done.
Yeah, he's done. Oh, what a turnaround.
TNZ ate that tango.
Baited. That's a second kill. No, it's not.
There's no cask anymore.
Oh, yes, there is.
Oh,
right south. That's economic damage.
That's a lot more than economic damage if you get a double kill on Drow Ranger at 1 minute into the game.
And a Sow. Let me tell you, this Drow is not buying a pipe this game.
It's emotional, physical, economical, every type of damage that you could dream of. At least they didn't miss too much experience. But Drow is already level 2.
Yeah. And let me tell you, Drow also got some experience.
Yeah, so I imagine that Treant Protector is probably going to have to stick around here for a while. A lot of times the Treant Protector, he gets those, maybe like level 2, put it into Leech Seed and start roaming around. You can't leave Slardar to his own devices right now. And if anything, PENTA's supports are going to have a lot more free time now.
Yep.
Denied.
Alright, back in the mid lane. This used to be one of the most skill-intensive matchup in the game. the Puck versus the Quap, but ever since Puck got that 6 damage, it's really just a Puck advantage lane.
Pop advantage lane.
No, I meant Puck advantage lane.
Oh, the 6 damage buff, right. Yeah. Yeah, it's you still have that, you know, hidden meta of like disjoining Shadow Strike with phase shift and all that business, but it's a lot harder. And when it comes to equal skill, the Puck will generally come out on top.
Yes.
But if you have a superior mid laner Quap, she can sometimes win the lane.
Again, Nisha popped off on DK yesterday.
Yeah, but I saw Blazemon do some work too. I mean, all mids in this region are pretty respectable, so we'll see. I think it'll probably come down to support rotations and other things, which now...
Are there any 10k mids in this region?
There are not.
Okay.
You are absolutely correct about that.
Got
Oh, why, were you about to give credit to SEA? Because I believe a North American player got 10k? Because that's what I heard.
Well, the North American player definitely got help from his North American teammates to get 10k. I'm talking about all the training that did together.
Oh, of course.
Practice.
Of course, yeah. Trim Protector, waiting. Might be able to get this courier.
Can root it.
Punch.
Dyer's
Punch!
Nice surge, dude.
Bottle gone.
Cat's
Wards
core.
gone.
That's how you pronounce his name. Thank you to the guy that tweeted at me.
Cat's core?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, I appreciate that as well.
Yeah, because that does not look like Cat's core
No,
to
it
me,
does
but
not.
you know, you learn something new every day.
Alright, so now what do you think of this mid lane matchup now that Quap has lost a courier and lost her bottle?
I mean, that's what I meant when you reach 10k, you have teammates help.
Ah.
That was bottle design.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, Cat Core at 10k, Treant Protector in my mind as far as...
Boogie! Oh, Boogie's gonna get punched right here. Leech Seed coming through. Puck in the
But
tree.
these Eidolons, though,
Okay.
even Nisha's not respecting it. Cat's Core's like, I want to help you, but I don't have any points in living armor yet. 2 points in guys. He got that courier kill, but couldn't save the disruptor.
So
They-
this Disruptor just died by ganking the Enigma?
Yeah, he was walking up. I mean, this ward that you mentioned that was placed on the Dire offlane cliff, I mean, sometimes it can be your blessing and your curse, because you think you're able to get the jump on Enigma, but he already has like 8 Eidolons up and running.
Nisha activates the DD.
No
Misses the
carapace.
orb. Yeah, he's not gonna get the kill. You hit that orb.
Yeah. Things are being better in the mid lane though, and unfortunately things have gotten past the point of no return in the Radiant offlane as Slardar has now moved into the jungle, does not have a Quelling Blade, so he's pretty depressed while Draw Ranger is getting absolute freeform. Although not really CSing that much, but I imagine that's because the first wave and a half was spent too busy trying to kill heroes.
Actually, now that I've looked at the mid lane a little bit more, I completely forgot the fact that Crop does have the Drow Aura this game, so in terms of the damage arms race, it's fairly similar in the mid lane.
True, especially
So-
because Drow is getting that freeform right now. Although DNZ is now feeling like it's necessary to protect his Quap in this mid lane though.
Whenever I look at DNZ, I think of DMZ.
Yeah, I know. He's a denixilitized zone.
I don't even know what that means.
What? Then what did you think DMZ stands for?
Demilitarizing.
Yes, I know, and he's playing Nix's Assassin.
Dyer's bottom tower is under attack.
Radiant safe lane, they've got PA also free farming, and toe-to-toe, PA probably comes out on top of Drow, maybe up until like 30 minutes or so.
But the Enigma factor.
Yeah, that's true. Boogie. Boogie.
Dagger. This is
Slowed.
the tower dive that we've been talking about. And the
TP
Rainbow
rotations.
TPs. Yeah, the
One gets
Midnight
cancelled.
Pulse. That gets a kill. Gets glimpsed back.
Dyer's bottom
Alright,
tower is under
Blazemon's here as well. Exotic Deer is kind of stuck in the trees, but he's got Quelling Blade. He'll get out.
And he's got Treant Protector. Patos coming in the clutch on the starter, cancelled out Witch Doctor's TP scroll.
Okay.
And that was almost certainly gotten at least one return kill from Singularity because he has Maledict, he has 2 points in Cask, but was not able to show up to that gank, and as a result, Enigma goes down for free.
Yep. I mean, Blazemon did not have level 6 coming to the bottom lane for that gank, but I think even just with the blink and scream would at least, you know, maybe got the disruptor.
No.
Yeah, that not having a bottle is definitely being
So-
a setback.
That was actually 2 TPs and a Queen
3
of Pain.
TPs. One was coming into the shrine as well.
Okay, well, damn.
Yeah, so that economic damage, you were telling me about it.
In terms of net worth, fairly standard from both the carries. They're both doing well, but like you said, it seems like Exotic there should be able to influence the game a little bit earlier. level 6 already, and we'll see if he is going to have a teleport scroll to look to make some counter T play. DNZ with that 6th sense smoke, or rather dust, excuse me. They will pick up a cat score kill. Good stuff there.
Yeah, it seems like Treant Protector is actually the one playing aggressive. He's not really sitting around in any lane, which at this point, since you've created so much chaos on the map as Singularity, it may be in Treant's best interest to go to the top lane now, which he is, because Drow Ranger has been left alone. People don't really know, like, okay, are they going to keep bullying this Enigma over and over again? Do we need to protect him? Do we need to protect our Quap? Because now this Puck has hit level 6 with Dream Coil and 2 points in Waning Rift, but looks like Skeeter is going to be the target of choice, as Cat's Core doesn't actually have any aggressive wards, but
I'm not even sure whether they can kill the Drow.
Tower is under
These
attack.
two heroes are...
Orb of Venom on the Treant Protector, and Windlace, and Boots. I wouldn't sleep on it.
I think they need level 6 on Slaughter before they can even think about that Drow kill.
That may be true.
Because, like, even if they get the kill...
Well, she doesn't have any points in Gust, though.
Well, it's more like they take so long to get the kill that TP is going to come in,
Oh, yeah,
and you're
that's
going to
true.
be in a bad spot. Here comes Smoke on the bottom lane. DNZ has a good stun available to him. He will miss it completely.
Under attack.
We are done.
And now Drow Ranger has showed up to the party. Eidolons are up and running. Precision Aura has been activated.
SNG will just leave. We'll go for the tower trade. I think this is a very smart move. Instead of defending the tower, if they get a tower trade, that is quite good if you're up against the Drow lineup.
Yeah, especially if 4 heroes are down here with the Drow Ranger. If it was just her, or maybe her plus the Enigma, you may be able to take that fight, but she's only just now hit level 7. Treads, Blightstone completed. It's not really worth your effort to try to take on a full fight.
Cat's Core fighting.
He's running.
The
Leech Seed heal.
Yeah, gonna go down here. Maybe the neutral will help him out. No.
No. And wow, Boogie. Oh yeah, never mind. Yeah. So they successfully take down that tier 1 tower bot, but there is a trade indeed, as SNG is going to finish off the top tier 1 of Dire.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Alright, Exotic here.
Dire's
Gets the
top
tower last hit as well.
Oh, and Boogie actually takes Black Hole at 6, so what do you think about what Enigma's game plan should be now? Because with a Drow lineup, and you push towers early, oftentimes you're like, okay, well, I mean, we're not going to team fight, really. What am I going to use Black Hole for? But he takes it at 6.
I think Black Hole is actually a fine spell to take at 6, just like getting a kill. It's a long cooldown, but like I said, you don't expect a team fight too early anyways. And it's a hero against a hero like Puck, where he uses his phase and then try to get out of the place, right? You could just like Black Hole on top of the phase, and then he's blown.
Alright. And Puck is still a ways away from a Blink Dagger, has actually opted to go for the Veil first item.
Right, Black Hole right here.
Actually, that's not a bad idea if he had the mana for it, and he's silenced. Nisha. I see it. I see what you were talking about.
Top lane here, kill being set up on DNZ. Does he have the spike? He does. But he dead.
And TP rotation's coming in too late. Blazemon has a blink but does not have Sonic Wave, so he can only go for a blind scream. And he's not even going to try for it.
Disruptor didn't move away, but here comes on the back line here. Puck gets the 1 kill, looking for the second. Defensive Frost Arrow coming out here from the Drow Ranger, pushing people back. They want the Quap instead. Blazemon goes to the top. Is Puck still on the chase? Nisha gets the 1 kill. Orbs forward, sees Skitters. There's a Waning Rift. There's a couple more right clicks here. Still moving forward. Nisha sees the Queen of Pain on top there as well. Nice Gust pushing them back. Mana Burn gets 39 out of it. The Spike will push them back as well. But good Puck play overall. Picks up quite a bit of kills, and now firmly ahead is Singularity, up 2k.
Yeah, thankfully Drow Ranger does survive for Penta, and that may be influencing what she's planning on going for. This Drow is actually going for a drum first item. Yeah.
Okay.
So like for some reason, no one seems to be going Dragonlance first these days, or even like Aquila. Oh, well, I mean she got the Aquila, but like sometimes you won't even see the Aquila. They'll just be going for like these kind of unconventional survivability items, because normally, I mean, like Dragonlance tanks you up, and sometimes a Yasha, like the move speed, is pretty useful also. But I've been seeing all sorts of unconventional pickups by Drow Rangers just to adapt to the enemy draft.
Yeah, I mean, Dragonlance and Hurricane Pike, the one that follows after, is so good against heroes like PA, right? They blink in, you push them back, having a defensive tool. Obviously, he's maybe thinking to play a little bit more team-oriented. You talked about the Enigma to game Black Hole at 6. Drum seeing up on the Drow Ranger. Maybe they're looking to group up and get some early action going. Yeah,
as a 5-man group, Hurricane Pike plus Dragonlance may not be that useful, because the other advantage is because it gives you that bonus attack range, you can siege towers from a safer distance, but that's really not an issue even in a 5-man situation until you're going for high ground. So I'm curious to see how this drum works out.
Yeah.
I mean, Precision Aura active plus active drum charge on Eidolons is probably a ton of damage on anything.
And that 50% mana regen, I mean, you're going to be out of mana as a Drow Ranger pretty frequently. Mid lane, Queen of Pain going to get popped down here by a good Static Storm usage.
And they didn't even need to use Dream Coil for that, just the Veil damage plus that Kinetic Field Static Storm Glimpse.
Nisha very close to that Blink Dagger. Once they get the tower, they will get it. And I think Penta is looking to take this fight here. Boogie does not have Blink available, so surprise Black Hole should not be able to get him.
There's a big focus here. They really don't want to have to lose this mid tower. 4 heroes are here, while Singularity weren't even really trying that hard to take it. Only Puck and the Treant Protector were in the vicinity, and now they're just moving around in the dire jungle.
But wait, there's more. DNZ in position. I think he's trying to spike it.
Nisha with the game sense, even going for some farm. Okay, now.
I mean, it wasn't game sense, which is fine.
Oh! What did you say? I'm sorry. What was that?
That was just good reaction, right? No, it's like really bad Puck players have that phase shift and auto cast.
Oh, Drow Ranger.
Sorry.
Thought she was fine.
That was an old meme. Wait, it's not fine. He's gonna go down here as we have PNZ. Going on Cat Score, Maledict on top as well.
Overgrowth.
Okay, he's gonna be fine. You used to be able to have auto cast on phase shift.
And it would dodge spells?
Yeah, auto dodge
Radiant's
spells.
Wow.
bottom tower is under
I'm a
attack.
skill cap.
But
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
they took that away.
Well, I would hope so. Mid tier 1 getting sieged by Radiant.
Radiant's
There's
bottom
really no
tower
one
is under
interested in
attack.
contesting it. Except Enigma, because PA does not actually feel confident enough in finishing it off.
Dire's
Never
top
mind.
tower is under attack.
And now mech completed on the Enigma.
Blazemon seems to be actually the entire Penta team seems to be some Weibo up in his Ohio behind Boogie.
Oh yeah.
A little bit of hello,
Oh, assuming.
a little bit of good
Blazemon.
night, you know.
Oh, Nisha playing with fire.
I don't know what E-pose mean. That seems like some
It's a sponsor.
sellout stuff.
It is sellout stuff. Though I believe they're also sponsoring this. So shout out to ePulse.
There you go. I'm the bad cop. That's why I'm doing
Right,
this.
right.
Yeah.
Smoke up on Penta. They don't really have the best vision, and if it gets broken by a
Cat's
Cat's
core.
Core,
He's gonna get dusted, right?
that's fine. He knows.
All right.
Okay, he's on the
Overgrowth
run.
through the trees.
Stop!
Dire's
Stop!
middle
Stop!
tower
Stop!
is
Stop!
under
Stop!
attack.
Yo, they nerfed this guy's movement
They
speed, right?
did. Oh my God!
Dusted
Another
again.
dust.
What do you say? What do you call that? Economic damage.
Economic damage. 2 dusts. The cooldown damage.
Alright, that's the first I've heard on that one.
Unfortunately, there's no one else in
Radiant's
Biz. It's
bottom
just
tower
Treant
is
Protector,
under
but
attack.
Slardar picks up his
Radiant's
blink. Nisha's had his
structures
blink
are
for a while now, and looks like we're going to see a little bit of a tower push on the bottom side. That looked perhaps a little bit premature by the Radiant side, but still.
the tower was going to go down regardless. There's
Yep.
no way you can really
Yo,
stand up against
Singularity in the boss pit.
Now that's a really smart rotation.
Take a little bit of time here as PA doesn't really have the best damage, but
Oh, it's scanned. Scanned by Dire. They're
Okay.
all power ranging onto
Yeah,
the shrine.
but dual disrupt their position and glimpse some kids back. Boogie's got
Nisha
that.
with the game
Oh,
sense.
glimpse one back. No Enigma there. Skitters. Oh, that's a 3-man crush. Where's the overgrowth? Boom. Give him the
Need it
growth.
yet.
There's
Now
the
we'll give it.
overgrowth. That shrine's down, by the way, and well, they are all dead.
Jab's gonna be the last man standing. Nisha looking for any remainders. Maybe he's trying to be able to snipe out a courier, but this Radiant Ward placed on the shrine, they definitely were prepared for that Roche attempt. It wasn't just like, we can't defend our tower, let's just go take Roche.
Yep.
It was premeditated, and they were definitely prepared. Really clean initiation by the Puck. It basically split the fight in
Radiant's
half
bottom
as
tower
Queen of Pain
is
kind
under
of was on the
attack.
south side, and Sardar was able to crush the 3 heroes underneath their shrine on the high ground, and Treant Protector just came in, finished off the last 2 with an overgrowth.
Silver lining for Penta. Did get the tier 2 on the bottom. Quite a bit of damage
Yeah.
on the bottom tier 3 as
Thanks
well.
to
Like
that Drow Aura.
Drow Aura, I believe there were 6 Eidolons
Radiant's bottom
smacking at the
tower
building.
is
You
under
know,
attack.
about 60% HP remainder on that tower.
But
so.
you do have a Treant Protector on your side.
That's
so
true.
really doesn't matter.
They got a tier 2. That's really what happened.
Yeah.
And I do believe Exotic Deer is about to hit his peak, the first peak. The Desolator online. I'm gonna see that first interaction of the Drow versus PA matchup, and this is the stage of the game where you wish your Drow Ranger has a Hurricane Pike and not building towards Hood.
Yeah, and
What
plus,
is the?
I don't know.
Talk me through this
everyone
Hood build.
loves it these days. Like
You're the analyst on this cast, so.
Like this, so there's minus armor from the Slaughter. There's minus armor from the PA, who has now completed a Desolator.
Yep.
The magic damage here is not negligible. It's a Veil on Puck.
Okay.
But it's not nearly as much as the minus armor initiation.
Oh, DNZ.
Nisha's too good.
Yeah, too fast.
Too furious. Yeah, so I don't know what the meme is with the Hood first. Like it's a comfortable item to have as a Drow Ranger.
It's a comfortable item on a Drow Ranger.
8 HP regen per second is pretty satisfying because if you don't
know
want to
what
build
gives you
lifesteal,
HP regen and Hurricane Pike because it has a ring of health in it.
I don't think it's quite as much.
All right, Blink Crush. That's gonna find them one. Exotic Dare going in. DNZ. We'll make them work for it. Okay, Sonic Wave gonna be a big one if he wants to use it, but no, Coil's gonna be there. Storm on top. That's gonna be 2 kill. That Overgrowth's gonna come through. Nisha now finding more, but no Coil. We'll blink forward, Waning Rift. My god, the damage is real. We'll have a little bit of composure and does not chase into the base.
Alright, so now how are you feeling about this level 6 black hole from Bowie? Not that it's just one skill point, I know.
It didn't matter whether he got it or not.
Right, but like, it's kind of indicative of how they have been playing, because like, you don't take black hole at 6 unless you think you can use black hole at 6.
Yeah, I think they were looking for opportunities to use that black hole, but they couldn't find them. Remember like the Roshan fight? Like, having black hole there was great, but he got glimpsed. So. I can't follow his skill build too much.
Last tier 1 tower is claimed bot. Cat's core is on the run, but I mean, he's perfectly okay tanking these ganks. Because Puck and PA are just getting larger and larger.
I mean, he is doing some cooldown damage and economic damage whenever he's tanking them ganks, so it's...
Now Nisha has a Yule's completed on this Puck, so life just got even harder for this Drow Ranger to be able to evade things.
I mean, he's got hoods, so it's fine.
Oh yeah, that Yule's landing damage, totally forgot about that.
Yeah.
Scan, lands.
They know where Singularity is.
They know vaguely where Singularity is.
Mugi's got the Greaves as well, so can black hole through the Waning Rift.
They're camping with their own smoke, but seems kind of optimistic because the enemy team is right next to your tier 2. PA is not going to be pushing this all by herself unless her team is behind her.
Look at Cat's core's position. This is how you break a smoke.
Next Assassin's going to lead it.
Okay, smoke broken. Where is the detection? Sentry Ward gets dropped. They know they blow him up. Where did he go? Oh, 3-4! Overgrowth on top of that as well. The Black Hole though will get 2. It gets cancelled immediately on the back line. Here comes the Exotic Dare slaying kits. Blazemon did use his Overgrowth to secure 1 kill. Exotic Dare will get a little bit more. Blazemon blinks away, but they are still following him up. They have glimpsed in a couple of seconds. They got the vision on top as well. Meanwhile, the rest of the team in a little bit of trouble. Looks like Exotic Dare's Aegis did get used up, but damn. They got the Nyx Assassin fast. I think they even committed perhaps a little bit too much for that, but...
They did, but thankfully Nisha came in the clutch with an amazing Dream Coil follow-up, and I believe the Black Hole ended up getting cancelled by a cask. And the synergy... Oh wait, no, it couldn't have been a cask.
Probably like just like a glimpse or...
Yeah,
or
I guess it must have been a glimpse, but whatever the case, like, I also thought it was like, you're going way too hard on this Nyx Assassin. But they finished him off and proceeded to win the rest of the team fight because Drow Ranger has no means of sieging safely from a distance. You buy a hood that's basically asking to get into the fight because you're like, okay, well, I have increased spell resistance, I'm able to block like 300 spell damage. I don't need positioning, I just need tanking, but it's not nearly enough against all the physical damage that Singularity have on this team. Oh yeah, and then there's also a medallion on Treant Protector, so there's even more minus armor.
Look, man, I'm gonna say Hood Drow Ranger is... There's a time and place, but this is really not it.
Tier 2 mid claimed, one last tier 2 tower remaining, and for what it's worth, Penta have reasonably strong high ground defense, but the thing is that you can't really, if you're hemmed in your base as a Drow Ranger, you fall off much faster than other heroes because like Drow Ranger needs to hit like that level 3 in marksmanship to start being a solid 1 position, especially with the pipe first build. So, pipe first.
Let's give it a chance, you know.
I gave it a chance yesterday.
We haven't. It won, right?
It won.
So.
But he was against a Venomancer.
Right, it makes sense there then.
Yes.
Pipe.
A time and a place,
Yeah.
as a wise man once told me.
Well, Exotic there is going to be going for actual good items. BKB is coming up next, and that will make him pretty much immortal. Black Hole will control him, but of course Sonic Wave does go through as well. But
Cat's Core, spooking on
yeah,
Blazemon.
they got the
He's
roots.
got Root and Overgrowth. Root.
He's got haste for the
Punch. Overgrowth.
Link stun. Link stun.
Nope, just got the Stack
Ooh.
Storm.
Yep, got him.
Very well staggered out.
So you know what? I was hating on the tree a little bit early on. You know, saying that it's really not that good of a hero because of all the nerf, but the way that Cat's Core has been playing it, it looks like a superb pick. It's broken 3 or 4 smokes now, won them a couple of fights, gotten a couple hero kills. Remember, he sniped the bottle in the mid lane as well. I'm thoroughly impressed.
The man is playing it like a Ricky pretty much.
Yeah.
And
Well, a Ricky that punches super hard and has
Exactly.
teamfight control, so.
Exactly. And it's been working out very well. Now it's difficult to say like if it's with this specific team, but I you know, then again, like I wouldn't say that this lineup is, you know, that synergistic with the Train Protector because it's not like,
Well,
yes,
it does have the fact that like he gets to scout people out and his heroes can join that
they're
part.
very mobile.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
that's true.
mobility couples very well with Treant.
Yeah, because like whenever he spotted out that Drow Ranger, his allies were like, you know, probably like 3,600 units away, but Sardar's got Sprint Blink. The Disruptor has super long range on Glimpse, and obviously Puck is highly mobile, which is all stuff that Train Protector loves to be able to combine with, especially since he didn't go for a Blink Dagger on this Train Protector.
3,600 units. Are we talking about kilometers?
I'm talking about Dota
Freedom
units. I'm talking.
What are Dota units?
I'm talking like 3 Blink Daggers away.
Pixel units.
3 Blink Daggers away.
Is that the measurement? How
That's what I go by.
how many blink dagger are you away from me right now?
I'm saying like 2 experience ranges away.
Skitters is 1 blink dagger away from Nisha right now.
PA has a 10-second BKB, so she can be 0 Blink Daggers away from any given target and not care at all. The only thing you need to be concerned about is Black Hole, but Boogie does not have that BKB, actually went for Blink Dagger after the Greaves.
Well, how did you know that PA have a 10-second beat? We're not under that the moon duck,
Oh, true.
all this stuff.
That's true.
We gotta manually check.
I didn't, that courier thing, oh wait, Valve added it though, so I mean like, oh, and the Roshan, oh wait, Valve added that though, so you know.
You mean stolen.
What you're talking about. There's honor.
Shout out to Pinbuckle and
Shout out to
whoever he's working with. I know
Luca.
someone else too, I don't know. Okay. I'll take your word for it.
Shit.
Innovate Dota spectating. And then Valve does what China does. Take stuff and give it to all of us. Which is, you know, I ain't complaining.
No, I'm definitely not complaining.
Just a little bit.
Cat's Core still on his way to that Solar Crest. So what I haven't really been seeing too much Solar Crest recently. What are your thoughts on those nerfs to make it the
Still a good
accuracy
item.
Still a good item, I agree.
Yep.
But for some reason I don't see it nearly as much.
One of the reasons perhaps is the fact that Heaven's Halberd got
Oh yeah. that's
popular
true.
as an item, got buffed as an item, so
True.
some of that gold went towards building that. They're sort of similar cost, does give you evasion and survivability as well. To that note, I think Heaven's Halberd is still an under purchase item. Very good.
How do you feel about Solar Crest specifically on a Drow Ranger? It is armor. Were we not talking about the virtues of armor?
I mean, look, I know we're joking about Skitter's build, but it seems like this is not the traditional Drow. It seems like it is not the traditional way of playing Drow Ranger. If you play of a utility core, utility hero, that might be onto something, you know?
I agree with that, but I don't think you can play her in a 1 position then. If you're able to get
Right.
with like a Drow
A 3?
mid or like a 3, yeah. Or
Yeah.
some sort of like tri-lane situation.
I mean, Quab is one of those heroes I can carry if she gets to 25.
True, but this
But
is not.
she's not open. Oh, here we go. Initiation onto, well, Boogie. Boogie's got himself The Green's still popping right now. A lot of damage being exchanged here, and actually Singularity perhaps a little bit too deep. Aegis triggered up.
What is that death ray?
Are they gonna black hole that? No black hole used just yet. And now DNZ, there's a black hole just onto one that gets cancelled immediately. Wait, did he cancel himself? I'm not too sure what happened there. Exotic, they're gonna be fine. Everyone retreats. They lost the Slaughter and the Aegis for nothing. So.
And a gem.
Yeah.
So, and a 10-second BKB. So I was really over-eager initiation in my opinion. I mean, they had 2 shrines up. They didn't even have to activate their mid-shrine, which is where the puck initially started initiating the fight, and they just started migrating downwards. They were really hoping that they were able to finish off that Enigma, but the Dream Coil range wasn't really, like, it was centered on Enigma as opposed to putting Enigma on the edge of the Dream Coil, and so he was able to walk out, and the kinetic field Static Storm did not catch him.
Yeah, that's the problem. They didn't really combine it, or timed it rather properly. If they get the Static Storm on top, with the kinetic field setting in, then they get that kill, and, you know, your PA doesn't get black holed. But because they didn't time things so properly, things happened.
More heroes had to commit. Slaughter had to jump in.
Well, Slaughter started the fight, so he was in already. But
I thought Puck started the fight.
I think they both did.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, either way, it wasn't really a convenient place for Treant Protector to get an overgrowth, and then Queen of Pain had nothing to be afraid of. She just jumped onto the Disruptor, pretty much just Sonic Wave the supports on Singularity and got a gem out of the exchange.
Well, I think the other bigger thing of discussion for me is whether they needed to make that jump, right? You can technically slow siege the tier 3. I mean, PA is not exactly the best tower sieger, and neither is Puck. So I do understand kind of the importance of making that jump. At the same time, they kind of could just hit the building a little bit. You got a Desolate in the PA. It's not the worst.
Exactly, and plus you have to keep in mind you're against a pipe Drow Ranger, and the initiating heroes that you have of the Puck, hey, it made a difference that
I'm
fight.
sure the Solar Crest did as well, like no joke.
Yeah, I know, I'm sure. But and so, you know, whenever you see these kinds of hyper defensive items on a Drow Ranger, it's not really in your best interest to immediately take the fight. Only if you start seeing a opening or some sort of counter initiation play do I think that you should kind of make those plays in a high ground siege situation.
Ooh, nice spike here by DNC. Okay, real talk for a second. If you're getting a defensive item for the Drow Ranger this game, is Solar Crest better than Heaven's Halberd against the PA? Does let you?
Yes, because Halberd doesn't give you any armor. And so, as amusing as a disarm would be, and the other thing is PA is a melee hero, so the disarm is not quite as value against her.
Why not?
It doesn't last as long.
She ain't hitting your team.
Yeah,
So.
I mean, it's not a bad item, and plus the other thing is also Drow Ranger is an agility hero, as opposed to a strength hero, so even some of the stats of Halberd aren't that beneficial. Yes, she does appreciate being tanked up, but I think Solar Crest overall, the armor against a Desolator, an enemy medallion, and the corrosive haze are more valuable than the disarm would be.
Okay. I hear you. That makes a lot of sense.
But I definitely think that Radiant should pick up a Halberd. On probably Slaughter is ideal.
I mean, who did he actually need to Halberd? Nobody's dealing physical damage.
I mean, Drow Ranger is nothing to, like, scoff at, and even
He's
that...
got 200.
Alright, fine. Then how about the fact that she's giving 53 bonus damage to the Queen of Pain? Maybe disarm the Queen of Pain.
Alright. She's doing 150.
No.
160.
Yeah,
170. It's like...
Listen, you tell me how they lost that fight, man. Someone had to be doing damage. Sonic Wave.
Sonic Wave on the bottom side here. Cat Score gonna get picked off here as well.
He's
a lot
making
of
space, though.
Dyer's
I
middle
mean,
tower is
well,
under attack.
alright, let's look at the space that he's giving to the PA, who is hitting a lift-up tower. Puck is also going to join in.
That tower's down to a quarter HP, and you don't have a Treant on that team.
Alright, unhealable damage.
So actual, like, damage, not economic or emotional or cooldown damage?
Power damage.
Tower damage. I've never heard of such a thing.
Gonna say Singularity look really crisp and clean up to this point, but high ground seems to be a different story for them as they are struggling a little bit. DNZ sees the whole team coming, but still the stun will come through. Nice two-man stun though. That is gonna help out the Queen of Pain a little bit here. Skitter's trying to right-click away, hits absolutely like a kitten, but we'll get the kill regardless. Here comes the PA though, showing some real damage. 0 crit so far. There's a bash and Skitters
There's the
evading a
crits.
couple of the hits. And now the black hole will come in on the back line, gets Yules up immediately. Exotic there. There's a 1 crit. They're really going hard on the Skitter. The man has a hood, will survive. Blazemon now getting Orb 2 and will go down. DNZ without just 2 carries. We're probably thinking about running away. There is a long glimpse back. Jabs. Oh my god, that's a real crit. We'll get the kill. Orbing forward. Nisha finds himself DNZ. DNZ. Oh, what a phase. Gets the kill. Godlike. That is the man that has not been playing poorly at all.
No. Consistently strong, especially with that follow-up initiation on the Slardar. Basically just toying with the Queen of Pain. Queen of Pain is a hero that does not need to be engaged in a fight for that long, so it's a testament to a puck player to be able to keep you around between Waning Rift and Yules and Dream Coil and forcing out 3 buybacks as a tier 3 tower does go down. Nick Assassin looking for something.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Okay. Data. Slow things down. Alright, tier 3s are all down, so regardless, they will start to get some shrines after this, but Range Racks now being sieged. Puck now going up top. Yeah, just like basically playing with them. Any attention they're diverting to the puck.
I mean, you've got Lincolns, you've got Yules, you've got Phase Shift. What do you really need to be concerned about if the Black Hole is down?
Yeah. Black Hole is really the only concern. But
and maybe like a good time carapace, but if you see Nyx on the map, then you really need to be concerned about that either.
alright, he's got Dagon queued up. Man after my own heart.
He's not level 25 yet, so I'm surprised he's going for the Dagon now,
Yeah,
but
gotta start it up, you know?
yeah,
It's like your kid's going to college.
that's true. It's a trust fund.
It's really nothing like a trust fund, but
You trust that you're going to hit level 25.
true. That's what trust fund means. Alright, speaking of the trust fund for Blazemon, very far away from 25.
Very. He still needs to get that Orchid that he's been struggling to complete for quite a while, and at this point it's almost even difficult to say how useful it would be against a puck. Same thing with the Bloodthorn, which will inevitably come afterwards to be able to get some True Strike on the Phantom Assassin. All these items are great, but they may be coming a little bit too late, and one can only wonder if that's maybe because they don't have any tower gold. They've only taken 2 towers the entire game.
Oh, where do you go?
Okay.
Okay, indeed,
Wow,
blinking
Exotic
in.
Deer feeling himself, has his Nisha.
Alright, everyone's in there. We've seen this one before, but alright, Storm gets nothing, everyone backs off. Ruby's BKB, that I believe is the 10-second one.
Yeah,
I wouldn't know though, because
that's true. He had to get out of the kinetic field Static Storm, and Nisha's still just toying with the Dire team right now. Lincoln's pop, he still doesn't care. He knows there's too much pressure on the mid lane. He can do whatever he wants.
Yeah.
He takes down a tier 3 all by himself.
okay.
Skeeter looking for a gust, but what matters, he doesn't have any damage.
Alright, Enigma's gonna take a ton of that damage. We'll looking to go down.
The crits!
Yeah, where is the crits? Alright. Queen of Pain on the back line, trying to take down a couple of heroes. Unfortunately, unable to take down anything. Meanwhile, Nisha now joins the fight. Eidolons is pushing him away. Exotic there. Give me some numbers, red numbers.
This is the unluckiest PA I've ever seen.
Oh, he did get the one-shot kill.
That's
so.
true. You should be getting like 3 of those, 4 of those per game. Nisha, my god. This man is acting like he has the Drow Ranger on his team with the damage that he's dealing.
Wait. Plane's got the Dagon face.
Oh!
A rare misplay. Oh, there's that crit. Queen of Pain goes down. And Nisha working hard. There's the Dagon. DNZ. We'll be forced out to GG. And they'll kill the pop one more time. Nisha beyond godlike. Like I mentioned earlier, if a man can pop off on a Dragon Knight, he can also pop off on the Fairy Dragon, since they're both Dragon heroes. Next up, we're going to see Nisha playing the Jakiro for the Dragon.
Oh man, now that the twin had a dragon pop off.
Yeah.